Today on Brett Cooks, I'm making no-knead bread. It's a very easy recipe that gives you hot, fresh out of the oven bread in your home. So let's get cooking. I like to warm up the bowl I'm going to use with some water just to help that initial yeast rise kickstart. I'm using 5 ounces of water at about 100 degrees while the bowl warms. I just used the traditional active yeast, about a quarter teaspoon. That's going into that 5 ounces of water. And I'll give it a stir to get that yeast to start going while I get the rest of my ingredients prepared. So this recipe, I make the dough the night before I want to bake it. You make this dough, you cover it, as you'll see in a minute, and you leave it out overnight. So if you make this, after dinner, it'll be ready to bake the next afternoon, and just makes the house smell so good. So we got the yeast and the water mixed up, and now we're gonna get our dry ingredients together. Got a half a teaspoon of kosher salt coming, and then we'll add our flour. So the flour I'm using for this recipe today is a traditional bread flour. It's unbleached. You can use whole wheat flour, normal, any flour will work. This is 1 cup. It works out to be about the right size, so we go through the whole fresh loaf, on a given day. So just add this all together and mix. This is a very wet dough, and that's how it works, so you don't have to knead it. So that's what makes this awesome, is you don't have to knead the bread, and you're getting fresh home-baked bread every day. We probably make this recipe 3-4 days of the week. All right, so the next afternoon, so I flour my working surface, and then I will scrape the dough out onto it. It will flow a bit, so make sure you aim for the middle. The loaf pan that I'm using today, I've just sprayed a little bit of that baking flour pan spray on. The intent with the dough and the working surface here before you put it in the pan to proof for an hour or two is to kind of turn it on itself a couple times. You're not kneading it at all, you're just kind of turning it on top of itself. This one's fairly wet, so sometimes I'll use my fingers and stretch it. I'll do that to get it in the pan today. So after it's rested for an hour or two, I put it in a 475-degree oven, covered with foil for 30 minutes. After about 20 minutes, I will take the foil off, and you can see that it comes out beautifully golden, great dense structure. The bottom is not burnt, it's lovely. A little fresh bread, however you want to make it. This is a wonderful treat to make this easy bread in your house every day. I hope you enjoy, and have a great week.